Welcome back, Woodstock Guitar Guy. It's a Stratocaster day here, and a Partscaster at that. This one is in particular a real mutt, I guess you would call it. It's kind of like a Heinz 57 Strat, but I'm very excited about the pickups that I've put in this thing, which you heard clean coming in, and which you're going to hear with a little bit of overdrive going out. And these are hand wound Rude Blues, they're called. Rude Blues pickups from a company called Tone Hatch. They're based out of Washington, state of Washington, and the price is very reasonable. They come with a pretty fancy box. I got it here somewhere. I was very impressed with how it was packaged. You know, there was a really nice box, and then inside there was a velvet bag, and inside the velvet bag were the pickups. And you know, I mean, they really kind of went all in, which was it was nice. It was a nice feature, and. But the real gift is the pickups. They just sound fantastic, and I don't get anything out of this recommendation, but I will just say, look, folks, if you want a really well built hand wound pickup for your guitar, and there are lots of options out there. We've talked about Wolf Tone. We really like Wolf Tone. No offense, Wolf Tone. You're great. We love you. But the Tone Hatch has a kind of a different thing going on, and I think we can have them all. Okay, we don't have to be just picking just one pickup over the other. I mean, I like to have a variety. Let's put it this way. I think you should too. The Stratocaster is the perfect Partscaster guitar. It's also the most imperfect Partscaster guitar, and I'll tell you why. A little bit of history. These guitars, designed by Leo Fender, were very popular, and back in their day, and they still are very popular. They were hugely popular in the 60s. It's a classic design. I mean, this has not changed in 70 years, which is what I really like about it. It's like owning a piece of history when you pick up one of these things. And they feel good. I mean, I've played one my whole life, and they're like an old friend. The body style, it's got the cut here. It's got, they call it the belly cut. Some of the new ones, and I have a real Fender here, but they've started to take away this block and make it a little bit more ergonomic, so you can get way up here. That never stopped Jimmy Page or Jeff Beck or any of those guys, of course, and Hendrix, of course, who used to turn one of these upside down and play, and of course he's running into this. Okay, he's got this when he's trying to get up here, So he was really handicapped by the design. That said, Leo Fender made these to be kind of like hot rodded, I think. I think that's what he was doing. And part of the deal with the bolt-on neck was his initial, deal, which the guitars were cheap. They were supposed to be cheap. They were supposed to be like when you wore out the frets on the neck, you throw the neck away and you just put a new neck on there. That's how he did it. And so that has survived. The bolt-on has survived all the way down to 2025. It'll be here probably forever. And that's good. And it means that I can take a neck off of another guitar that is the same dimensions as a Stratocaster neck and stick it on a Stratocaster body, and that's what I did. This is a IYV mahogany neck with a rosewood fretboard. It's got nice frets on it. It's got nice bone nut. I put locking tuners on here. The rest of the guitar, the IYV, was kind of a bust. I was not particularly happy with it. I spent $300 on something that didn't really impress me very much, and it was like a imitation of an Acoustasonic, a Strat Acoustasonic, which I thought might be a cool thing. It was all mahogany. I still have the body here. I might try and modify it and use the body as a, but the electronics were just not good. And I got rid of the, I took the neck. I've gotten to really like the neck. And I put it on this, what's it called? It's a Guitar Fetish. It's their premium body. XP something or other. So I'll put it in the notes below. But it's their high-end body, and it's got the beautiful hot rod, Jeff Beck hot rod finish on it. And it's, I think I got it blemished. Didn't pay a ton of money for it. And, if you want to start building guitars, Partscasters, whatever, I highly recommend you visit Guitar Fetish and just start perusing, because they've got a gazillion options out there. You can stay busy forever and not get to the end of all the various bodies they have and pickups and all of that sort of stuff. So that's what I did. I really wanted to feature these pickups, and so I needed to do some swapping out. This is the loaded pickguard that was in this guitar. It's a good one. I mean, it's got really nice, you can see, really nice pots, big pots. It's got a push-pull here, which is, I believe that's in and out of phase for the middle and treble. And it's got a really, it's got the good switch. It's not the cheapy. It's got the good switch. So I will use this again. The pickups were not that great, and that was really why I chose this one to salvage and take out. I just didn't like the sound of these pickups, and so put new pickups in. That's the whole name of the game. And I replaced it with a. There's that sun coming in. Look at that! Wow, it's a bright night here in Woodstock. We'll keep it going. Let's see if I can. Jeez, I don't know. Yeah, that looks. Let's get that going here. That's a little better. Yeah, I'll sit in front of the sun here. I'll follow the sun. So anyway, I replaced it with a pickguard from another Partscaster that I had that had a very similar setup. It's got the push-pull. It's got really nice full pots. And I just took those pickups out, put the new Tone Hatch Rude Blues in here, and it went together very, very smoothly. And I'm so happy with the way this is coming along. I'm looking for a everyday go-to Strat, and I've got 10 Strats here, Stratocasters and Partscasters and whatnot. And they're all great in their own right, but I'm looking for something that's all around, just does everything I want in one guitar. That may be asking too much, but we will see. It's got the brass tuning, saddles here, bridge saddles. I want to talk a little bit about this whole arrangement here. If you've never seen it before, I'm sure most of you have, but um, this is the only thing about the Stratocaster that I really don't like. And as you can see, I've put a full-size block in here to kind of hopefully add and help with some sustain, as they say. Um, but they're just a pain. When you're building the guitar, they're a pain. When you're trying to set it up, they're a pain. I much prefer hardtail. This is not a hardtail. The body was not a hardtail. I haven't thought about turning one of these bodies into a hardtail. I think I'm just not going to go there either. But anyway, it works out great. I want to give a shout out right now to my friend on Scar Guitar, who he's a really funny guy. I love him, and if you haven't watched his videos, by all means tune him in. Scar My Guitar, and he had a trick I had never seen before, and that was to take a large drill bit and wrap a piece of sandpaper around the drill bit. So you basically got a round piece of round sanding block, okay? And because these particular openings in this pick guard were too small for these pickups, I had to make them slightly larger. And doing that by hand with a piece of sandpaper is really it's difficult, and it's really hard to get it even. And and try to use a Dremel, forget it. You can see here how I left this this is my Dremel disaster here, where I totally miscalculated, and I won't make that mistake again. But it's there just to remind me to be careful with the Dremel, as I'm sure you've all heard. So anyway, I took that drill bit wrapped in sandpaper, and it was perfect and I got the curves perfect, and just a little bit of sanding. I put 80 grit on it, and I opened these up just enough. I had my covers, so I just kept testing it until it fit, and now it fits right in there perfectly. And then I used wherever it is here this guy. This is it's called a reamer, and it was really handy because I had to make the screw holes bigger on this pick guard as well. So rather than getting out a drill and like trying to drill a hole, make it big, that's anytime you start using power tools, it's going to be fraught with danger in my mind. I used this, and it got it in the hole and just turned it, and it just started like shaving off little tiny bits of plastic until it widened a perfectly good hole. I mean, this is a round reamer. And I got these for acoustic guitars, for doing the peg holes on bridges and stuff like that, to make them a little wider sometimes. And also to do, when you put a pickup in an acoustic, you got to go through the back, and you got to make a wider hole so you can get your jack through, So anyway, those are very handy to have, and I highly recommend them. And with that, I'm going to just say thanks to Scar My Guitar for that really handy tip. I'm going to use that on a lot of projects. And if you have not checked out Tone Hatch pickups, get online, check them out. Their prices are good, and they sound good. And they're very well built, and you'll be very surprised with the packaging. And that's all I can say. They obviously take care. Now, the other thing they do, which I really, really like, is that they sign the bottom of each pickup. They date it with the year. So I've got the signature, I've got the year, 25, and then he also has got written on each pickup whether it's bridge, middle, or neck, and really handy. It's got the good wiring. It's got the cloth cloth wiring. And so can't go wrong with these guys, I'm telling you. I just ordered a Telecaster pickup, and I just ordered some humbucker pickups for a project I'm doing for someone. And, you know, I'm always happy to pass on the good news when there's some good product out there. With that said, I think I'm going to go. We'll keep it short today, and get your guitar out right now and play for a half an hour. And the whole world will be a lot happier. You'll be happier. Everything will be fine. Just close the door, turn off your phone, and if you plug it in, great. If not, just play it unplugged. That's fine too. I play a lot unplugged, and I really find it very meditative in this stressful world we live in right now. Okay? So I'll let you go. I'm going to just ask you, if you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe, hit join, hit share with your friends. If you want to send me a comment, put it in the comment section. It takes me a little while to respond. I will respond. What else? Check out my music. I've got links down below to my Spotify collection, and I've also got a link to the Veitch Boys, my homage to Brian Wilson. And with that, we'll see you next time. Get out there, modify, build a Partscaster, find a good deal. They're all out there. They're just waiting for you. Okay, take care. We'll see you next time.